The group Freedom to Marry came out with a new gay marriage ad that's set to run in Tennessee. I want to show you it because I think they did a fantastic job crafting this ad, and then I'm going to give you an update to the story.
I'm Dr. Jesse Ehrenfeld. I'm a Republican, I'm a doctor, and I'm a soldier. As a military physician, I take care of other people's loved ones who are wounded in combat. But here at home, I'm fighting a different fight. Because I'm gay, I'm not allowed to marry my partner here in Tennessee where we live. I was able to stand up and put my life on the line for the freedoms that we all enjoy, and yet I don't have the freedom to marry my partner, Judd. Support the Freedom to Marry, because freedom means freedom for everyone.
That's a superb ad that can actually make a difference, which is why an NBC affiliate in Tennessee is refusing to run it. WRCB President Tom Toller said, quote, "It's just a very controversial and personal issue, and we just choose to not air a commercial on either side of that debate. People probably have really strong opinions on one side or the other of the debate. It's just an emotional debate for many people." Yeah, as I was reading that, the first thing that came to mind was, imagine this little bitch boy was around in 1964 at the height of the civil rights marches and the civil rights movement, and somebody wanted to run an ad which basically is like, let's say, a conservative white guy who's saying, you know, I've come around on the issue of civil rights because I think civil rights are very important and I think black people should be treated equally to white people. Because what would this guy have done back then? Well, you know, I mean, this is a very emotional debate, and people probably have strong opinions on both sides of the issue, so therefore, we're just going to stay out of it. No, it's not like, see, this guy thinks he's being neutral by making this decision. You're not being neutral. No, if anything, you are biased in favor of the bad guys by refusing to run an ad that's in support of gay marriage. So this isn't neutral. This isn't neutral. In the same way that it wouldn't be neutral if in 1964 somebody refused to run a pro-integration ad. That person would be on the team of the bad guys by default, because you're refusing to get out a message there, which is a powerful message, which can actually change minds, which, by the way, is why this happened. See, if you frame a message like that, there was another one on legalizing weed where it was like a cop, a former cop who's this like old white guy who looks conservative saying how he's in favor of legalizing marijuana. If you run ads like that, then the only people who are going to be left on the side of being against gay marriage and being against legalizing weed, it's only going to be like the 25% of the country that are so fucking stupid and so far gone that there's no hope for them on any issue. The 25% of the country that thinks like Jesus is going to come back before the year 2040 and that Pat Robertson should be president. And just the crazy, most evangelical, fundamentalist, ultra-right-wing idiots that watch Sean Hannity and beat off to him at night. You're going to convince everybody. You're going to convince everybody except that 25%, and that's what these people like this are afraid of. Because they know, like, if you're like a moderate conservative, I know it's rare, but they do exist in the country, and you see an ad like this, and you hear a message similar to this enough, you hear it all the time, you're bombarded with it, eventually you are going to go, well, I don't want to be the last asshole left who's like, you know, telling gays that they can't have the same things that straight people can have. So, okay, you got me. Look, I've seen it happen in my own life. People in my family who they fancy themselves moderate Republicans. But they would, you know, back if you were to ask them when I was like 10 years old or 15 years old where they stand on the issue, they probably would have just been like, well, I mean, marriage is between a man and a woman. It just would have been a reflexive, like, that's just what we're used to, so that's what it is. If you ask them now, they're all like, come on. Come on, they're not hurting anybody. I watch Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres is a good person. I don't want to hurt her. Yes, allow her to get married. So it's resonating, which is why 61% of the American people are now on the side of gay marriage. We're going to win, and we're going to win in a fucking landslide. The Supreme Court is about to rule in favor of it for the entire country. This is a wave that's inevitable. You can't stop this wave, and they're trying really hard at the last moment to do it, and they're doing that because they know this is, you know, they're in their last throes here. The opposition they're in their last throes because you can't defeat arguments like that. Republican doctor military vet saying, I'm gay, let me get married, please. Do you really want to be that asshole who's like, no, I disagree. I'm not going to let you do that even though I have nothing to do with you or your life. That number is going to dwindle, it's going to get less and less, and it's going to bottom out around 25%, and it's going to happen because of ads like this. So the guy who refused to run this ad is an embarrassment. That's the best way to describe it.